This is why being Delulu is the Salulu. What you have to realize is if you keep thinking thoughts and speaking about and feeling into your reality as it has been, and even as it has been like 5 minutes ago, then you are not actually capitalizing on the fact that you get to create your own reality. And when do you create your own reality? Right now. So what you have to realize is how you're speaking to yourself, how you're thinking about yourself and your life, how you are showing up for your life right now. This is the most important thing. So when you put your blinders on and you stop paying attention to how life has been, you stop focusing on the circumstances that you don't want, you start feeling into speaking about and thinking about your reality exactly how you want it to be, that is when your reality changes so fucking quickly. So this is my challenge for you today. Today, I only want you to think thoughts that align with the reality that you want to live in.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another epic episode of Find Your Formula. I'm your host, Malik, and today, we're diving into why being delusional has never been the answer to your problems. Before we get into it, smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. And remember, this is comedy, not shade, just fun. Let's be real for a second. There's a tiny grain of truth in what she said. You do need to stop wallowing in your past if you want a future. But that doesn't mean ignoring it like a bad Tinder date. You ghosted. If you don't learn from your past, you're just spinning in circles.
I met this girl yesterday and hanging out with her was a crash course in how to successfully be Delulu. And it was also a perfect reminder of the fact that delusion is contagious. First thing I'll say before we even spoke, this girl had a super high vibration. She's one of these people where you can just tell she just sort of like floats on air, and she was just so positive. Like every single thing that happened to us, even just in the first few minutes of hanging out, she just like put a positive spin on it. And then as the day went on, the way that she would talk about her life and herself and the world, it just made me realize that we really every single day are making a choice about how we want to view our life and our situation. And of course, nobody's life is perfect, and that just reinforces the way that this girl talks about herself and views herself is like she is on cloud nine. And it's not that she wouldn't like mention things that aren't perfect or that she would want to see change or her dreams for the future, but she was so grateful and so like hyper aware of how lucky she is for everything that she has in her life. And she kind of like puts a positive spin on everything that she would talk. Like I said, this was just such a refreshing reminder that we all can make the choice to live and talk and act this way. As an example, one thing she said pretty early into hanging out, she was like, everywhere I go, I just meet guys and I literally get asked on dates all the time. I never go on a dating app. I just meet men everywhere I go. I was just thinking about it, like 9 times out of 10 when I meet single women like around my age group in New York, all they are doing is complaining about how there's no good men are trash, you can't meet people out, you can't meet people in IRL, you have to go on the dating apps, but then you go on the dating apps and they suck. And it made me realize that in reality, this girl's experience and the experiences of everyone else that are complaining so much are probably not that different. It's just how you're choosing to view it. If you live in a story that there's no good men around, you can't meet men in real life, there's probably men approaching you and you literally aren't even clocking it. You're ignoring them, or you're deciding before you even give them a chance that they suck. Versus this girl, she's like, everywhere I go, I meet men. So then everywhere she goes, she meets men. And the other like amazing reminder of spending the day with her was Delulu is so contagious. Like we met up for brunch, me, her, and a friend. We have a mutual friend. That's how we met. And the rest of the day was just like so in flow. We walked into a restaurant that normally is so hard to get a reservation. We were seated at like the best table in the restaurant. We then were like, let's just pop by this club that is like impossible to get into. We walked right in. Every single one of us were like meeting and getting talked up by so many cute guys the whole day. So this is all to say, like, you don't need to be born with Delulu. It's a choice and you can make that choice every day. And something that's going to very much help you get there is surrounding yourself with other Delulu ass bitches.
Reality check. Your emotions don't shape reality, especially in modern dating. Thinking everything's fine just because you feel it should be. That's a trap. Finding a silver lining in pain takes skill, but that's not delusion, it's resilience. Delusion is pretending your problems don't exist and calling it positivity. You want to level up your life? Live by facts, not fantasies. Be rational. Be practical. Surround yourself with people grounded in reality, not hype men hyping up failure.
Scream if you think I'm thick.
Girl language, what we say versus what we really mean. Number one, when we ask you if you're hungry, it really means we're hungry. But we don't want to go out and get food or make food ourselves and eat in front of you alone. We really want you to say you're hungry too so that we can get something together or make something together. Number two, when we say if you want to, we really mean I really don't want to, but if you really want to, I will with you, but it's because you want to. And if you were to ask me, I'd probably say, yeah, if you want to, but I really don't want to, but I'm gonna do it for you. Number three might seem like a pretty easy one, but a lot of people don't get it. If she is ignoring you or keeping her distance away from you, she is upset at you, but she doesn't want to tell you, and she wants attention from you, and she wants you to do the dirty work to figure it out yourself because she doesn't have to want to reiterate it. She wants you to learn the hard way and figure it out and then act accordingly after that. And number four, when we send you something on Instagram DM or on TikTok through text or whatever it may be, if we send you something, whether that be a restaurant, whether that be an activity, whether that be a meal, we want you to take action and book that restaurant, book that activity, buy the things for a meal, or ask us if we want to do it that night, that week, whatever it may be, but we want to do that. We're putting it in plain sight, throwing it at you so that you take initiative. We are giving you all the cues, all the clues, everything to act accordingly and to pursue that. Last but not least, number five, if we ever say, no, it's okay, you don't have to, we really mean do it. Please do it. I would really love for you to do it. I'm gonna say it's okay, but realistically, I really, really, really want you to do it. So please ignore me ever saying you don't have to because you really should. So whether that be, I should get you flowers, and you say, and us girls say, no, it's okay, you don't have to. No, give them, like buy them for me tomorrow. I wanna show up at home with them already there. Whether that be you offering to get us a car to take us home and we say, no, it's okay, I can get it. No. Order that car home. We really want you to. We want you to be that gentleman. We want you to pursue those actions that you state. Please, we're just saying it out of the goodness of our hearts that you don't have to, but we want you to.
Now here's the twist. This woman giving advice. She talks like women are top-tier communicators. But what she's describing sounds like manipulation. Real adults don't play guessing games. Speak up. Be clear.
May all your Delulu come trululu when you go to Skalulu, because that's the salulu to living a very good Lulufu. Whoever told me that being Delulu is the salulu needs to fall on their head Lulu, because that is so stupid a Lulu. And that's on period a Lulu.
Why isn't there a Women's Mental Health Month? Yeah, like, we struggle too. We should get a month. Then explain why the leading cause in death in young men is themselves. 1 in 4 men struggle with their mental health, but don't reach out for help. Men are often hesitant to reach out for help because they don't want to be seen as weak or less masculine. Check in on your brothers, your friends, your partner, your dad, your uncle. Let's make it normal for men to heal out loud. This Men's Mental Health Month, speak up. Break the silence. You never know who needs to hear it.
But I'll give her this. She was absolutely right when she said, gentlemen, check on your strong friends. Too many men suffer in silence until the pain erupts. Check in with your boys. Don't let silence cost a life.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
Okay, the reason why he hasn't bought you any flowers is because he's saving money to get you a Birkin bag instead. And the reason why he doesn't post you on his Instagram is because he thinks you're really hot. And he's scared that his friends will try to steal you away from him. And the reason why he ghosted you is because he was falling too hard for you. And he's scared of getting hurt. Yeah, boy, because delusion is the solution.
I don't even want to know that women talk to men.
What? Why? What do you mean?
because it just hurts my feelings. But I understand you guys have a life outside of my mind.
Your life will change when you start being wildly delusional. The way that I am so delusional and I literally get everything that I want. Let yourself be delusional. Let yourself ask for what you want. Let yourself hope for the best case scenario. And I promise you are going to be stunned at how much it actually works.
And now for the truth bomb. Hope is not a strategy. Hope feels good, sure, but it won't protect you when life punches you in the face. Delusion gets people hurt you. Your people, everyone who counts on you. Don't go into battle unarmed.
Is this real or Delulu?
You view our story, but then leave us undelivered. It's a tactic to make us like you more.
Real.
What?
Real?
What do you mean?
No.
That's Delulu ads.
Subconscious.
That's not real.
Yes, it is.
That's the most toxic thing ever.
It works.
Okay, so they take ages to reply to your message, but they're just bad with their phone.
No one's just bad with their phone.
Nah, no one's bad with their phone. They don't
Texting
care.
back takes 2 seconds.
He likes my story instead of reacting to it. He's just too shy to talk to me.
Delulu. He doesn't care about you.
I would rather get a like on a story than a react.
Like a swipe up react.
I reckon a swipe
or
up
like.
gives more effort. I reckon he doesn't care if he just likes it.
Okay, Delulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Delulu.
He drank from my drink, so he basically kissed.
Oh, real.
Yeah, real.
You may as well lean in. He's not going to lean away.
You're friends with a guy and you hang out all the time, but you are simply just friends.
Delulu.
You cannot
100%.
be friends
No.
with a guy.
No,
You can't be best friends with a guy. You
No.
can't hang out with someone heaps and
All the
not
time.
expect one of you to catch feelings.
One of them's hiding feelings.
100%.
And if you're not going out right then and there, is the plan maybe that like you'll get married later?
Yeah, one of them's in it for the long run. They're waiting for their
They're
chance.
waiting.
Men don't think about marriage.
Men
don't think that
far into that.
And I've said it before. I'll say it. Again, men and women can't just be friends. That guy in the friend zone, he's waiting for you to be vulnerable so he can play the hero. Don't fall for the fantasy. It's not friendship. It's a backup plan.
If you ask me out and you're a millionaire, I'll say yes.
Oh, if you're a millionaire. If they're not a millionaire?
Then we can be friends. No, if he doesn't own a house that's over $7 million, I won't date him. I just have, goals and expectations and boundaries, and this is what I strive for. And if I have to be single until I find that guy, then that's what I'm willing to do.
What's the bare minimum income for you to date a guy?
I just want somebody that's basically in the top 5%, 1%. I mean, a few $1 million a year would be great.
Minimum height?
Actually, I'm okay with the guy being short as long as he's rich.
This is a 0.01% guy. Does that concern you at all?
We can round up, right?
At least you're still catching up.
Did you want Santa Claus to come down your chimney too?
This is what happens when you chase delusion. You end up on a podcast sounding wild, with logic that's hanging on by a thread.
Whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup, let me see what you look like without the hair, I feel that that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep. Come over here thinking that I'm gonna go to Sephora and get you some makeup. So I need to see you without all that because I want to strip you of all that because I ain't got it. He doesn't want you to have the thought process of maintaining yourself.
Not a good look. Alright, that was a ride. But to wrap things up, shout out to the women out there speaking sense, not nonsense.
When a man asks you what you bring to the table, he is not hating on you. He simply wants to know if you're the type of person that can multiply the energy that he's willing to give. Because he does not want to end up with somebody that won't reciprocate. So when he asks this question, it's not about hard feelings. It's about alignment.
You made it to the end, congrats, you legends. Smash that like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more unfiltered real talk. And hey, if you really want to help the algorithm, God's binge another one of these episodes. Catch you next time. Peace.